and this is our next topic, quality, inspection and quality control. Inspection is needed for maintaining quality in the construction project. Different aspects of qualities are to be considered, like aspects like cost, design, execution, methodology use, etc. Different types of inspection and quality control procedures may apply to different material, whether you are going for physical observation or destructive test or non-destructive test, etc. So engineer should be conversant with all these procedures. You can see the beam and the column casted may be of good quality, and the plumber laid his drainage pipe or water supply pipe, whatever he laid is also of good quality. You can see the alignment, how they are arranged, okay, and they use this supporting clamps to avoid deflection and all. So this is of very good quality, the work is of very good quality, but due to the poor inspection, you can see this area whether this particular beam is satisfying the intended purpose. What is the intended purpose of the beam? It has to transfer the load from the slab towards the column. So if you cut this much of portion to lay pipe, will it transfer the load? You can see the next diagram. The tile is maybe of good quality, but how they laid the tile? They laid the tile inverted. Will it satisfy the requirement? So objective, you need to understand the need of inspection and quality control in construction project. Understand different aspects of quality control, known about principles of inspection. Appreciate what different considerations are required for quality control of different materials. Need for inspection and quality control. In case of construction, the quality of construction is to be maintained as per project specification. There are a lot of specifications are there. For example, while you are going for this overlapping of steel, there is specification guidelines is there in IS 456. What is the dimension, what is the length required to giving the overlap, and where you have to give overlap. It is important that quality requirements be satisfied and production schedules are met. So this is also important. If you are increasing the quality and if you mess with the schedule, then again it's a problem. So you have to meet the schedule too. The satisfaction of owner of the project is mainly derived by the quality of the work. Stiff competitions in the national and international level of construction sector demand a high quality oriented attitudes of engineer. This is also very much important. Now, in olden days, these construction works took too many days to complete, and the quality also really good. But nowadays we have no time to wait for such a long duration, so we are completing our work very fast with the different techniques and all. So if we miss with quality, then it will be a very negative effect to our society. However, the management is required to achieve the satisfaction of the owner by completing the project within the cost constraint for the project. Both of these things are dependent on properly integrating quality development, quality maintenance and quality improvement in construction. The integration of all these three aspects can be achieved through a sound quality control system. Quality, the standard of something as measured against other thing of a similar kind. You have to compare elephant with an elephant, not with elephant with a donkey. Quality is a relative term and is used with reference to the end use of the product. In the context of the construction field, this end product is what we construct really. Sometimes quality is defined as the fitness of any constructed facility or structure for use at the most economical level. Sometimes it may be interpreted in terms of conforming to requirements. So it vary. Quality will vary based upon different people's perspective. For example, a tourist building must be planned so that people staying inside it must feel its aesthetic appeal or beauty. This is what we see in most of the tourist residential, staying building. It does not conform to their requirement. Some people may term it not conforming to their requirements. Some people, because everyone will not expect the aesthetic feeling. Some people may feel comfort, some people need to take rest, but not everyone. Quality of constructed facility may be verified based on some instinct or factors. So few factors are: one is aesthetic. It varies person to person, because some people may like Mamuka, some people may like Mohanlal, and few like Dilip. It depends, it vary. And based upon strength and based upon durability, which is about life period of the structure, and about safety, and about how economic it is, and how easy it is to maintain. So the maintainability is important. Reliability, degree of satisfaction of the end user. Again, the final conclusion will get from the end user only. Next is quality of design. See, again, the quality of design perspective vary with persons to persons. For example, if you are using mobile phone, few mobile phones are in the range of rupees 10,000 in the current market. And what is the purpose of the mobile phone? We need to we use those mobile phone for talking, or we can use those mobile phone for video conference or video chatting or chatting, etc. Few people may use those things for taking photographs and all. So this particular criteria has to satisfy. Is this the only criteria for this? No. Again, battery is one of the concern. So which has to satisfy the minimum requirement at least. These mobile phones, once we use these mobile phones, hardly after 1 or 2 years, the battery will gone, or due to the updation, the processor effect will gone. Clear? So it is not really a good design. It has to survive. Clear? If the processor is really good, okay, fine. Then if the battery is dead, what is the meaning in it? Clear? So the quality of design of construction is concerned with specification, which has to conform with good quality of design, must ensure consistent performance of the facility for the entire lifespan of the facility. The design of the facility should be done in such a way that all possible mode of failures are considered and appropriate inputs are ingrained in the design to take care of them. The quality design is a continuous process which results in good evaluation of an end product. See, I'm having a notebook which can withstand for 8 hours. The battery life is really good, but I can't use at least to prepare project presentation with the help of that notebook. The processor is really very slow. So what is the quality in that? The design feature which are essential for the project are necessary to be considered. For example, a road without design features such as camber, super elevation or provision of side drain is not going to be evaluated as a good construction. The objective of the owner for the construction of a structure, cost consideration, environmental consideration, etc. are some of the factors which may affect the design of a structure, and hence its quality. Conforming to quality, which means the product has to be in required order. It is essential so that the construction goes on as per the satisfaction of the owner. Use of proper quality of material, proper work sequence, proper type of equipment and inspection from time to time are factors which should be considered. It is to note that a higher quality of design increases the cost, but a higher quality of conformity with the design saves the total investment. That I will explain you clearly in later slides. You can see compound wall construction is ongoing, and the client may satisfied that his intended purpose of making a compound wall gets satisfied. But what really happens is, can you understand what is happening? So what we learn in different types of bonds are English bond, Flemish bonds, etc. And you may never learn these types of bonds. Clear? So what will happen ultimately is, what will going to happen is, because of the poor load transfer between this structure, most probably crack will happen like this. It will going to break in this line. Sure. Clear? So finally the owner has to invest more money for the modification work or the repair work. Here you can see in the second diagram that retaining wall concrete has done with by making all those shuttering and all, and once they de-shutter it, they find this much of cubic meter of concrete is left like a very big honeycomb. How it is possible? It's more than the height of a human being. You have to imagine how the quality of concrete has done while concreting for this particular retaining wall. Clear? Quality characteristic may be defined in terms of parameters, that is technical parameters. You can mention in technical parameters in terms of length, viscosity, etc. Psychological parameter, that is taste, beauty, etc. Time parameter, speed, lifetime, etc. Contractual parameters, safety, reliability, etc. Ethical parameters like honesty, integrity, natures, etc. Quality control may be defined as a procedure by which we compare the actual quality of an object with an intended quality. If the actual quality is different from the intended one, especially if it is less, we have to take corrective actions. The intended quality is defined by some characteristics. The same characteristics of the actual objects are measured. When these characteristics are compared, we can have an idea of whether the actual quality of the object is acceptable or not. Quality control may termed also as a systematic control of those factors which define the quality of an object. For example, we know that the strength of a structural member such as column is dependent on the quality of material which are used to construct that column. We shall have to control the quality of material to control the quality of column. So the quality control include all such procedures, tools, specifications and the systems of norms and specifications which are used to control the quality of an object. So you may know what are the quality required to test to the material used to prepare a concrete column. For example, if you are using coarse aggregate, then you have to go for strength test, impact test, abrasion test. Clear? So such those specification has to satisfied to prepare a quality column. Quality control is generally costly. Of course, it will take more cost. We have to train people for making inspection, assessing quality of object with the help of instruments which are sometimes purchased or hired on rent. Time also is spent on inspection. Inspection may sometimes affect the progress of work. Sometimes we may have to dismantle some construction or part of construction, which may be a drain on the resource of an organization. The cost of quality assured should be considered, and it should be the practice on the part of contractor to establish high quality standard. Sometimes disputes may be there because of decisions made during inspection which have to be sorted out. Getting these disputes resolved also may sometimes be time consuming and costly. You can see this graph which is cost versus the quality. If you are producing a low quality product, what will happen? You can see this dotted line. This dotted line is cost of service defect. Okay, so once you are preparing a product with a very low quality, and if you want to sell those product in the market, and you will ensure that free service, etc., etc., you will offer these concepts, then only the product can be sold in the market. So once you sell, automatically you are giving free service, so it shoots the cost. So as the quality increases, the cost for the service is declining. Same way, if you want to increase the quality in the production, you need to implement a quality management team. Clear? So they will inspect and they will find the defects and they will keep on improving such things. So automatically those costs will get increased. So this is your total cost actually. Clear? So you have to find where the optimum is. So you can't stand in the optimum. You have to be here almost little bit higher than the minimum cost, where the product you want to be is here. Clear? Benefits of maintaining quality in the construction: increase in efficiency because of quality consciousness, reduction of scrap due to less number of items being rejected, easy identification of construction faults, decrease in cost in the long run due to benefit of quality control. Creating quality consciousness in workers